Well, hi there, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Tuesday Talks. Today, we're taking things a little bit different. We're stepping out of that little comfort zone and we're coming out of the real estate side of it because we want you guys to get to know a lot of the people that are influential in our community. We have a big celebrity here with us today from Wadsworth. We have the executive director of the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce, Janie Parish.
Meru, I love it. I'm going to come here every single morning. Yeah,
Well,
for a little boost.
You are a celebrity, and if you stop on in real quick, we'll get you an autograph. So just let us know, contact us, and we'll certainly get that. Janie, you do a phenomenal job with the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. When we first opened our business, you were the first person we talked to. We got in touch with everybody here, and it has been such a great place to network with the community of Wadsworth. Tell us a little bit about the chamber. What do they do? How big is it?
Sure.
Let us know.
One of my favorite topics to talk about is the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. Okay. So currently we have about 380 businesses in our chamber. So we're considered a medium-sized chamber of commerce. And really a lot of what we do is to help people connect with each other, just like when I came to see you and you needed some introductions and things like that. And so, and I also like to give people the networking opportunities to save on their bottom line. And then like through health insurance, office supplies, things like that. And not so much anymore, but their Bureau of Workers' Comp premium.
Okay.
We're in a whole different area of that now due to COVID. And so, but yeah, we want to help people save money and we want to, above everything, help businesses grow.
So there's a lot that goes on with the chamber behind the scenes. A lot of people think that the chamber is it's all about just socializing with the business people of the community, but there is a lot that goes on behind the scenes.
Right, and so it's just myself who works full time, and then Stephanie Zingaro, who's our member benefit coordinator, and she takes care of the new members, and she has a new member coffee every month so that people really understand what their benefits are of being part of the chamber.
And Stephanie's really great in the office there too. Stephanie, she knows everybody.
She does.
And she knows about everybody, and that's super. You have a great person there in the office.
I think so too. We were very blessed to have her come work with us. It's going on 3 years.
Wow, and you're talking about over 300 people, 300 businesses in the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. That's absolutely phenomenal. And I know they're growing because I have a couple names for you to get in there as well.
Oh, good.
So,
I love hearing it.
But sticking to what we're used to doing here with the Tuesday Talks,
sure.
We have 3 questions we're going to ask, but we have a question from the person we interviewed last week, which was Terrie Kimball. Terrie is, she is a representative for Cutco, and Terrie's question was quite interesting. Terrie wanted to know, what is your idea of a perfect day? Where and who are you with?
Okay, a perfect day for me would be to be in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, with my family, with my husband and daughter, son-in-law, and 2 grandsons, and just soaking up the sun and just enjoying each other.
Oh my goodness, Jamaica! I remember visiting there. Beautiful.
Yes.
That's a good. And without your cell phone, right?
Without my cell phone, yeah, or laptop, anything.
No work.
Yeah.
Strictly drinking, beach, sun.
Yeah.
What do they say? Sun, sand, and sea. Perfect. That's a perfect way to. That is a perfect day.
I think so too.
Yeah. So, but let's get to the 3 questions now.
Okay.
Janie, how did you find your job at the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I truly believe that when you get your career, it finds you. And that's exactly what happened, is it found me. And so I was working at Hospice in Medina County doing public relations, and I was a representative to the Wadsworth Chamber, and I always really enjoyed going to the meetings, you know, of the Wadsworth Chamber. Well, I was on their email list, and so I really, really enjoyed the chamber, but the big impetus was that my daughter and her husband had moved to Wadsworth, and we were living on the other side of Medina, and they told me they were going to have a baby. And so I said to my husband, I gotta get there. I gotta get to Wadsworth because I want to see that baby all the time. So now we have two, and who are, Connor's birthday is coming right up, and he's gonna be 10, and then Weston is 8. And they live in Wadsworth still as well.
So you have to be in Wadsworth.
Yeah, but the best part of the story is how this job found me is that I received an email from the Chamber of Commerce, and it said, "Dear Janie, you know, we're looking for a new executive director," and you know, it explained the entire job description. So I went home and I'm like, oh my gosh, David, the Wadsworth Chamber wants me. They sent me this email that said, "Dear Janie," about the job. Well, probably about 5 years later, after I got the job, I realized that everybody got that email with their name on it. But it gave me the courage to go, I gotta get that job. They want me, and I gotta get to Wadsworth.
Perfect.
So yeah, so the job really found me.
How long have you been in that position?
It's been 10.5 years.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
That's really good. And you have made your impact on that, I can tell you that.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
Yeah, and we love you. So next question, Janie. What is your favorite part of your job?
Well, I absolutely love when new businesses come into Wadsworth, and so that's always fun, you know, to schedule their ribbon cutting, to work with them and get to know exactly what they do, because people are ingenious about starting new businesses, and, you know, they put their blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of times their home on the line, you know, to start a new business. And so I think it's so important that they have somebody that's right behind them saying, you know, we're going to make this happen. Let me help you and do everything I have the tools to do to make your business a success.
And you know, to add to that, you just reminded me, you know, during the whole COVID thing, when we were locked down, you did Zoom calls and Zoom videos with the business people. I was one as well.
Yes.
And that was absolutely a phenomenal way to say, knock, knock, we're still here.
Yes.
You know, and the businesses, you know, did appreciate that, talking to people, including ourselves. It was a good way to keep networking.
But you know what, Meru? I learned so much about the businesses and the people.
Yes.
So it was a true gift for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That sounds like a good part of your job. Janie, what's your favorite activity?
Well, being with my family, of course, is always one of them. And then I'm crazy about my husband. He's such a good guy, so I enjoy spending time with him. But I'll tell you, my favorite activity is spending the day with my daughter, shopping and lunching.
Oh, wow.
That's my
Shopping
very
and lunch.
favorite.
Well, that's good, especially with family.
Yes.
Your daughter. Perfect. That is... I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that one out, but I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So Janie, you have the question for the next person next week.
Yes.
Your question seems pretty interesting. What's your question to the next interview?
Well, we went to see what someone else answers to this, because I don't think you'd ever guess what my answer would be.
Okay.
Okay, so it's, if you were stranded on a desert island, what is one thing, not a person or food, anything like that, but just one thing that you couldn't live without?
Yeah, and she asked that question, and I have to keep thinking about it. So if you were stranded on a desert island, what is the one thing, not person, not food,
Right.
that you couldn't live without?
Yeah.
Now you've got me curious, Janie. What is yours?
Mine would be argan oil. That thing just helps everything. I use it every day. It's just a miracle.
Janie, once again, you never cease to surprise me
Oh.
with the answers that you give. It's just funny. But
Meru, I can't thank you enough. And you know what? I want to say this too, personally, and not just from the chamber. You have made such an impact on our community. It has been wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, you and Linda both. Now we know Tiffany, who works at your office here, and your son Veer, who's crazy about me.
Yep, he is.
And you've just been such a supporter of Wadsworth and our surrounding areas, and thank you.
And we try to do that unconditionally. And no, thank you for being part of our lives. Thank you for the chamber as well and what they do for us. And you guys have done so much for us. Too much to mention. But thank you, Janie. We really appreciate you coming in. And there could have been nobody else better to start off this new concept we have with the members of the community. No better person to start with than Janie Parish. Listen, guys, if you're a part of the community, you're a business owner, join the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. It's a great, great place for networking, finding new friends, and helping to, they help you build and grow your business. If you're interested even on being on Tuesday Talks, give us a call. If you have questions for Janie, reach out. Her information is here on the screen as well. Reach out to her to find out about the Wadsworth Chamber of Commerce. Until next Tuesday Talks, bye for now.